It's time for Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media. Before every broadcast, you can hear Tiger Talk, brought to you by Katie Carty and Candy Mink at Looking Glass Salon and Alicia Watson at Fly & W Boutique, where head coach Madison Satterley discusses the evening's contest with Stan Stevens. It's now time for Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens along with Coach Madison Satterley. First off, Coach, welcome to Salem. Glad you're here.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself for those who have not met you yet?
Yeah, so I'm the head Salem volleyball coach here. I grew up in Ozark, and I graduated high school from there. I played volleyball, started varsity 3 years at Ozark High School. Then I went to Southwest Baptist University in Bolivar.
Okay. Played
volleyball there for 2 years, and then I started their beach program there of playing in it, and I played 3 years doing beach.
3 years in beach. Wow. That should have been pretty exciting for you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was really fun and just exciting to learn a new version of the game because, yes, they're both volleyball, but they're still very different.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, first off, again, welcome to Salem. And can you tell us a little bit about how you went about your first camp with these girls? Obviously, you never knew any of these girls coming into Salem.
No, I didn't. I didn't know anyone. It was like, even the first 2 weeks me here, I was giving them name tags. I was like, let me learn your names. I'm trying my best. I'm very happy they were patient with me and gracious. But it was really fun getting to know them and learn their names, obviously, but then find little quirks that each one of them do and learn their personality.
You know, as a coach, and I know I've coached before, it's hard to find, especially in that first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, what the strengths and weaknesses of your players are, isn't it?
Yes, it is. My focus that week was just like, who's got ball control, where are you at now, and then what can I build on? But it was really good.
Oh, very good. So we start the season out with a win over St. James. We've lost our last two, one to Sullivan, and a very close match down at Eminence down against the Lady Red Wings in a very tough place to play. Girls are in all three of those games, just fell short. But, Coach, do you see the improvement that you wanted to see from these girls trying to learn your system?
Oh, I've seen mass improvement from just not only from the beginning of summer, but from the beginning of August when we started at tryouts. I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud of my freshmen learning and understanding rotations. I'm proud of my JV players learning how to make a faster offense. And then I'm just proud of my varsity players of learning how to work as a team together and how each person has a role in that, and it's not all about me, it's more about the team. And so they've made so much improvement, and I know there's so much more to come.
So when you come in as a coach, and obviously I know that we did different stuff when I was a coach years ago, you're probably making a few tweaks and changes to what the girls have grown up doing for the last 3 or 4 years. So when you make these changes, do you implement them slowly, or do you just come on and say, guys, this is how we're going to do it, we have to learn it?
I kind of took the approach more of saying, this is what I expect, this is how we're going to do it, let's start now. I've been very gracious and patient, and I understand it's something new they're learning, and they're going to go back to their old habits. So just giving those constant reminders is very helpful, but they've done very well with it.
Are you a coach that stresses communication on the floor greatly?
Oh, absolutely. They know this. We practice it in practice every single day. There's an expectation that the team set that matches mine, and they excel at it, and they understand that very well.
So coming over from Ozark, obviously you're seeing teams that you probably never saw when you were at Ozark, like Eminence and Owensville, things of that nature. Are you having to learn about these teams and find out what their strengths and weaknesses are before going into your first match with them?
A little bit, yes, because you're right, I don't know anything about them, and so just watching film has been very helpful. And then my 2 assistant coaches are from this area, so they give me a lot of feedback of this is who they are, this is what they're good at, this is what they're bad at, and so they've been very, very helpful.
So it seems like we have clusters of games, our matches, on the road. Then we have now 4 almost in a row here at home, and then we'll go back on the road, and then we'll come back home. Do you like a schedule like that, or do you like to alternate a little bit more?
Honestly, I'm very flexible with the schedule. I think alternating might be better, but I think these next 4 games being at home will be really helpful to the team because they're on their home court. They can get some wins under their belt, and they'll excel very well.
So tonight we take on the Owensville Dutch girls, and then we'll start out with one freshman set, and then we'll go to the JV set and then the varsity set. When you have a long day like that, do you like to sit back and watch your freshmen, or do you get involved, or how do you do it as a coach, in your opinion, is the best for you?
I'm still very involved in them because I care about each one of those girls, and I want them to be the best they can be. During the freshman game, I let the freshman coach do her thing, and then I will give feedback to individual players of certain things they could fix or work on just to help them. But really, it's the freshman coaches taking the lead on that, and I'm just there to help and support and be involved in little ways I can.
Well, it's a home opener for the Lady Tigers. Coach, we wish you the very best of luck tonight against the Dutch girls of Owensville. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. Lady Tiger Volleyball, it is next.
Thank you, Stan. That's been Tiger Talk with Coach Madison Satterley and Stan Stevens. Tiger Talk has been brought to you as a courtesy of Looking Glass Salon and Flying W Boutique. Stay tuned. Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball is next.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire.
Sorry.
Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa, Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Taxmasters, Town & Country Insurance, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, United Country Salem Realty, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, American Family Insurance, Hubs Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Cardy, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Shelter Insurance, Jet Tire and Auto, The Technology Junkyard, Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Prevention Consultants of Missouri, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Discount Bins, Fly-In W Boutique, Healthy Dent County, the City of Salem, VIP Properties, Salem Farm Equipment, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Quick Tan and more, Four Rivers Community Health Center and Rocking G Western Trading Post. And now get ready for Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball right here on KSMO Media.
It's opening night for the Salem Tigers at home. They have 4 straight games here. They do have a tournament this weekend down in West Plains. But besides that tournament, as far as direct competition, 4 straight home games, and then they'll go back on the road for about 10 days. So they have, as I mentioned, I was talking to Coach Satterley, a lot of clusters of games in quick bunches. So Salem have 4 home games, then they'll be on the road 10 days. They'll have 2 home games. They'll be on the road again another 10 days, and then they'll be back home for a couple back-to-back games.
and then they'll be back on the road to finish out the regular season. So interesting type of schedule this year for Coach Satterley as she is making her debut in coaching here at Salem. Well, welcome. Appreciate you joining us for Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media. Thank you for Tiger Talk, as we had earlier today with our coach, brand new coach. We thank her for joining us this morning. Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon bring you our Tiger Talk. Stop by, see Alicia, Candy, or Katie, 101 West 4th Street downtown. And we do really appreciate the great job that they do. Well, thank you, Nine Country Salem Realty, for sponsoring our intro to Salem Tiger Volleyball. Babette Wells, a broker owner, and you can call her or any of their staff at 573-729-3148 or stop by 605 South Main. And a scorebug that you'll see if you're watching on the video stream, it's at the bottom of the page. It'll come up here. Ben will put it up there with Ozark Overhead Doors. Zane is the guy you want to contact if you need a brand new door or you need repairs done or might even be preventive maintenance. Get in touch with Zane. Locally owned, call 314-243-9341. We really do appreciate all the great sponsors. And our instant replay we'll have during the game is brought to you by Hub's Tire Center for sponsoring our instant replay. They've been doing it now for a couple of years. They're a 3-generation family-owned business in Salem, right across the street from the radio station. They handle all your tire needs, state inspections, auto repairs, and so much more. 801 South Main Street. That is Hub's Tire Center in Salem. Well, as we continue our warm-ups to get ready for the game to begin, I want to remind everybody there's a SACPA fundraiser on September 26th at 6 o'clock at the Salem Bowling Center. It's going to be a bowling night with only 15 team spots available. It's $200 per team, up to 6 players. For more information or to register in person, you can do so at the ONCRC or the Salem Chamber of Commerce office. You go to the ONCRC Monday through Friday from 9 to 4, and the Chamber office has similar hours from 9 to 4. Join them for a night of strike spares and community fun at the SACPA fundraiser. Prior to our game, we're going to have the singing of our national anthem. We will take a 90-second break and come back. It's Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
It's only because of our incredible sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. A couple of those sponsors include Discount Bins in Salem. Discount Bins has truckloads of new merchandise each week, and the prices drop every day until they're gone. Jet Tire and Auto, Salem's only licensed Lucas Oil Service Center. Drive in today at 800 South Park Avenue right here in Salem. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
The Bank of Salem was founded in 1883 on the principles of local ownership, a commitment to the people of our community, local decisions, and a conservative approach to banking. As one of the oldest locally owned banks in the Ozarks, we've had the privilege to serve generations of local families. We pride ourselves on dedication to our customers and the people of Dent County, and we take pride in being an important part of it for years to come. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
Welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium, as the Tigers and the Dutch girls get ready to battle. The freshmen lost their single set tonight by a final score of 25-12, but the JV did take 2 out of 3 from Owensville to win their match. So now the varsity is getting ready. We'll have the Salem Tigers in their home whites. They have the navy blue shorts on, and they are trimmed with Carolina blue as well as navy blue stripes on the armpits down to the hips. And they do have the Carolina blue numbers and lettering on their jerseys. So as Owensville introduces their starting lineup, which will be Rachel Kepke, Lily Sample, Clarice Krupp, Carly Copeland, Riley Group, and Jenna Hoffman is their libero. And here are the starters for your Salem Lady Tigers.
Allison Walters, Jr.
Addison Stewart, Jr.
Aubriana Hahn, Sr.
Audrey Green, Sophomore.
Taylor Fulton, Senior. Addison Fulton, Senior. Jesse Fulton, Senior.
As the Tigers will be on as you're watching your video screen, they'll be on the right side of your screen to start this match out. And Owensville will be to the left. As we're about ready to get this one underway. As I mentioned, Salem coming in with a 1-2 record. Owensville 2-3 on the year. So we wish them the very best. And we wish our new coach, Madison Satterley, the very best in her home opener coaching debut here in Salem. Owensville will be in their black uniforms. They have the orange numbers and trim, as well as lettering. We're about ready to get this one underway. Our first volleyball game of the year. We'll be doing all three of them next week. And don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be in Houston for SCA football right here on KSMO Media. We'll be bringing that game from Houston, Missouri. So we're about ready to get this one underway. Again, we thank everybody for joining us right here at KSMO. And of course, the beginning of our game being brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. We always appreciate Willie Strader and his incredible way of doing business. He really has a great job of just making you feel right at home when you sit down with him. 573-729-4941 at 1414 West City Grove Boulevard. Whether it be auto, home, life, business, or other insurance, just sit down with Willie and talk with him, and he can help you out and answer the questions you might have. Willie Strader of Farm Bureau Insurance. Salem will get the honors of serving first, and it'll be Taylor Fulton. This is varsity play. Getting across. Dug out there by Hoffman. The libero comes across, flipped over. There is Fulton to push it to the net. Green has it and can't get it back to Taylor Fulton. And that falls on the Salem side as Owensville will get their first point. Carly Copeland will go back to serve. Copeland serves it high. Coming down to Stewart, puts it to the net, tipped over, and that'll be a point by Fulton. Addison Fulton right there just to guide that ball over the net. And the diving effort by Owensville could not generate enough height on the ball for anyone to get there. It's Walters with a serve, almost an ace, dug out nicely by Hoffman, played across off the top of the net, off the roof, bumped across. There's Hahn playing across the court. Put to Copeland, who puts it up in the air, tipped, and falls on the Salem side as it's pushed over by Clarice Krupp. So Krupp gets the kill. And it's 2-1 Owensville. Checking out is Krupp. Coming in a ball game. Julius. Ball's tipped. Green trying to keep it alive, and it's pushed back over. No. Hahn trying to get it back across, but the ball was on the wrong side of the antenna, coming back over the shoulder of the official in the chair. And it's 3-1 Owensville. Hoffman a serve. Service comes across, and that's an ace in front of the diving effort by Addison Stewart. The junior for Salem gave it her best shot, but could not get underneath that ball. It's like Coach Sadley told her just to scoot up just a little bit. 4 serving 1. This is game 1. Hoffman again puts it across. This time dug out by Stewart. Pushed in the air. Getting it there is Kepke. Played across, and Salem is there. Green setting it up for Hahn. Puts it right in the net. Pretty nice set by Audrey Green, but Abriana got underneath it a little bit. 5-1, it's Owensville on top. Hoffman with 3 straight serves here. Next service comes down, put there by Stewart up to the net. There's Addison Fulton with a kill on a nice short set by Green. Those short sets are so quick in developing. Green got that set and he was right there and just fired that ball right through the hands of Lily Sample on the right side. Green back to serve. Plays it to Sample. Comes to Copeland, back to Sample for the kill. Nice dig out by Stewart and pushed back across. Battling for it there is Owensville. Copeland back sets it, trying to dink it across, and played there by Fulton into the stands. Getting that kill was Rachel Kepke. Fulton tried to get to it, but when she hit the ball, went toward the student section here at Salem. Point side out to Owensville, 6 serving 2. Serve comes across, dug out by the Tigers to Green, putting it back to Stewart, who plays it deep. Put up to the net by Clara Julius. Now going for the kill, and getting the kill at the net is Lily Sample. It's 7 serving 2. Tigers went up for a double block, could not get it accomplished as the ball got trapped between the Tigers and the net. Service comes Stewart, trying to dig it out, can't. It's another ace for Owensville. That's their second of this first game. Bag to serve. Comes across, playing it there is Hahn to Stewart, pushing it up and bumped over by Green. Tipped at the net, played there to Copeland. Copeland back, setting it, playing it deep was Kepke. Tigers Green has it, setting it for Hahn, playing across the court. Tipped there, pushed back to the front, pushed into the net by number 20, Riley Gruby. Point side out for Salem, 3 serving 8. Bag to serve, Addison Fulton. Fulton's service comes across, played there by Julius. It comes across the net, played back toward the net by the Tigers, and a nice dig by the Tigers, keeping it alive by White. Pushing it back across, tipped down on a block kill by Riley Gruby at the net. Point side out to Owensville. Coming in to serve is Reese Hampton. Her first appearance. Hampton's service comes down, played to the net, back setting it, tipping it across was Hahn, but she stepped out of bounds. She stepped across the middle line, and point for Owensville. It's 10 serving 3 in this first of 5 possible games. It's the best 3 out of 5. If you're not familiar with volleyball, it's done in rally scoring now. Green to short set, trying to play it deep was Fulton, kept alive by Owensville, don't bump it over. Playing it there is Stewart to the net. Green, the short set, and Jesse Fulton with the attempted kill, but it's kept alive by Owensville. Here's Hahn pushing it back and trying to bump it over. The last second was White. It does not make it, and it's a point for Owensville. A timeout called by Coach Sadlerly. With the score, Owensville 11, Salem 3. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent, Mr. Jonas Schaefer, 573-729-5165. We'll get it right. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard process supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
Welcome back to Salem High School Gymnasium. Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media. Reese Hampton to serve. Service comes across to Stewart, to the net, trying to play it deep, but a little bit too deep was Taylor Fulton. It's 12-3 Owensville. Hampton ready to serve again. This is a high soft serve dug out by Stewart. It goes across the net. Played there by Owensville, going for the kill. A block kill by Taylor Fulton at the net. On the attempted kill by number 9, Jolene Braun. Fulton went up with a beautiful block kill. Point side out to Salem Lady Tigers. Abriana Hahn back to serve. 4 serving 12. Service is deep. Played to the net, pushed up, trying to play it across was Braun. Played back there. The Tigers go for Fulton, trying to dink it in, and she gets it across and in front of number 7, Lily Sample. Point side out. I probably should say point for the Lady Tigers. Already was side out last time. We're getting all carried away. On will go back to serve again. 5 serving 12. Game 1. Service comes deep. Played up there by Braun to the net. And it's into the net. Dug out and pushed across, but that's 4 hits. And another point for Salem. Hahn back to serve again. 6 serving 12. Abriano with a short one. Dug out there by the libero. And getting across, partially blocked at the net, but kept alive. Stewart pushed up high in the air and bumped over by Fulton. Played there by Julius, bumping it across. And in front of the Salem Tigers, as they had a little miscommunication, was Owensville. That was Jenna Hoffman with that little bump over that fell. Lily Sample back to serve. Sample service comes across, played there by Hahn. To the net, Green bumps it up high in the air to Fulton. Plays it off the net, tipped up high in the air and kept alive by Owensville, pushed over by Grube. Here's the Tigers Green, setting it for Fulton, pushing it deep. Played there by Julius to the net. Quick set, nice play by the Tigers Green to keep it alive. Pushed over and Julius sets it again across. Off balance hit. Kept alive on a diving effort by Fulton on the Salem side, now to Hahn. Playing it deep again to Julius. Back setting it to the net. Blocked at the net. It's a block kill for Taylor Fulton. Attempted kill there by Riley Grube, and Fulton got the arms up and deflected it back on the Owensville side. Point side out, Lady Tigers. Jovi Gallagher will step in. She'll do the serving for Salem. 7 serving 13. Game 1. Service is deep. Played there by Julius. Bumped up high in the air toward the net. And a nice kill by Walters. Allison went up before Owensville could get there and just slapped it down. Beautiful kill by Walters. To the net. Going for that kill and getting that one is number 9, Jolene Braun. Braun was able to get that past the outstretched arms of the Tiger Ribeiro, Addison Stewart. Point side out for Owensville. It'll be Clara Julius back to serve. That service comes across, dug out by Hahn to the net. Put right back, though. Just a little bit too hard to pass. And a block kill for Maya Vandergriff. Right at the net. That was just a gimme. And the officials calling players from each side over. I'm not sure what that's all about. Unless there's some... I still don't know really what that's all about. 15 serving 8. This is game 1. Julius serve. Dug out there by the Tigers, keeping it alive. Killed it, trying to go for that kill was Taylor Fulton, but it comes to Julius, bumping it to the net, pushed over by Owensville. But there's Salem to come back. Taylor Fulton just trying to dink it in, kept alive and bumped back over by Julius. There's the Tigers. Green setting it for Walters, but it was off-timed. Walters away for the short set. Green did a high set. And so Walters was elevated long before the ball ever came down. So a little miscommunication there. Cost Salem a point. 16 serving 8. Service by Julius comes to Stewart. To Green. Back setting it up there for Walters. But she puts it right in the net. 17-8. Owensville on top, game 1. Julius with that serve. Dug out by Hahn. Comes to Green. To Fulton. Played at the net. Pushed back by Owensville. They set it at the net. Going for the block kill. Kept alive by the Salem Tigers. As Vandergrift went for that kill. Now another block pushed back down. Comes to the net. Vandergrift trying to push it across. Kept alive by Salem. Green back to Abriana Hahn. Pushing it across now to Sample. Sample going for that kill. Tipped. Kept alive by the Tigers. Stewart. And pushed over at the net. Going for that kill off of Hahn. And getting that one was coming from the side, Jolene Braun. The outside hitter for Owensville. She drilled that one, and Hahn just couldn't play it. Some outstanding defense, though, by Salem, with Addison Stewart with a nice backhand save, and then keeping that pass alive. Julius with a short serve. Comes to Fulton. In the air to Green. Back to Fulton, just playing it across. Julius to the net. They're going to set in the middle for Vandergrift. Blocked back down by Salem. Comes back to Owensville, trying to play it across. Dink down, and a block kill by Walters at the net. Point side out for Salem. They trail it by 9 here in game 1. 9 serving 18. Taylor Fulton with a serve, dug out by Julius. Put to the net to Vandergrift, but kept alive by the Tigers. Trying to play it across, goes out of bounds. It'll belong. Point will belong to Salem Tigers. Owensville coach Jamie Ridnour thinks it was deflected. She wants a no play call, but it's a point for Salem. The officials aren't buying it. Fulton to serve again. 10 serving 18. Game 1. That service comes down hard. Played there by Sample. Comes across and pushed over by Braun. Quick set. Pushed across by Walters. And it's going to be good. Allison just deflected that ball over, and it was enough to get past number 10, Clarice Krupp at the net. She deflected it back, and then it went off of Sample and back to the back part of the court. So the point for Salem as Fulton will go back again. Another service. That's going to be an ace. Fulton now with 4 points for Salem and an ace. It's 12 serving 18. Salem trying to climb back in this game 1. Taylor Fulton's next service comes right back to Julius. Played to the net. Vandergrift for the kill. Nice play by the Tigers to keep that alive. And Fulton will play it into the bench of Owensville. A little bit too hard for Eddie. But what a nice save by Jovi Gallagher in the backcourt. She kept that alive for the Salem Tigers, but they couldn't convert. Carly Copeland back to serve. That service comes to Hahn. To Green in the middle, setting it up there for Addison Fulton. Blocked down the block kill by Owensville. I believe that's going to go to number 6, Maya Vandergrift, but she may have gotten a little help there from Rachel Kepke. 20 serving 12. Hahn to the net to Green. Green will set it high for Fulton, who just plays it across. Copeland setting it back across and going cross court for the kill was Clarice Krupp. 21 serving 12. And a timeout called by Salem. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent, Mr. Jonas Schaefer. Give him a call if you have a question or two about the right type of insurance for you. That number is 573-729-5165. We'll come back in 30 seconds. Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
You know, it takes a lot of sponsors to help bring you Salem Tiger activities like this one, volleyball with Discount Bins at 1201 Scenic Ridge Boulevard. Salem's a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. And if you have any questions about how they operate, 573-543-2113. Incredible treasures waiting for you at great prices at Discount Bins. Remember, they're closed on Thursdays to restock, but then you'll find incredible deals. Discount Bins in Salem. To serve is Copeland. Comes down to the net to Green, trying to dig it across. Played there at the net, going to Sample. Going to Kepke. And the Tigers will get that point. Point side out. Kepke put it in the net. Walters back to serve. A hard serve. Played there by Julius, falling down. Comes to the net, pushed at the net, and comes down. And that point will go to Owensville. Fell on the wrong side of the line. Rode that white crest on top of the net, but then came down out of bounds on the attempted block by the Salem Tigers. So that one just missed by an inch or so. Jenna Hoffman back to serve. Hoffman, a junior, serves it in the net. Point side out, Lady Tigers. 14 serving 22. Salem needs a run here. And they're going to look for that from Audrey Green. Green, just a sophomore. Green service right in the net. Point side out to Owensville. Vandergrift goes back to serve. Maya, also a junior. It's a very young Owensville team, just 2 seniors on their squad. Vandergrift serves flat-footed. Comes back to White, who pushes it to the net. Salem can't get to it as it falls in front. Oh, the Tiger player, Jessie Fulton, she just couldn't get there in time. It's game point for Owensville here in game 1. Vandergrift serves it. White plays it to Green, to Hahn. Abriana pushes it across, played up high by Vandergrift. Comes to the net, pushed over by Kepke. Tigers have a chance. Taking it across was Fulton, but then pushed into the net by Riley Group for Owensville, and the point side out for Salem. Addie Fulton will go back. She'll serve. She'll have to serve at least 11 straight to keep Salem in this game. They're down 24-15. Fulton service. Nice serve. Comes across, but played nicely by Owensville. Pushed into the net. That ball never made it over, and the officials finally call it. As Groove tried to push it across, that ball stayed on the net. Point for the Lady Tigers. 16 serving 24. Addison Fulton. Her next service comes down. Played by Hoffman to the net. Blocked down by Abriana, but put back to the Tigers. White setting it up for Hahn. Going cross court. Played high in the air by Julius, but that's going to fall by the official's chair. And it'll be another point for the Salem Tigers. They're down by 7. 17 serving 24. And Coach Ridnour calls timeout. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer in the Crossroads, 1104 South Main Street. Get in touch with him for all your insurance needs. We'll come back in 30 seconds. Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
Back Salem High School Gymnasium. Stan Stevens along with you here and the KSMO Media team. 17 serving 24. Addison Fulton has scored a couple of points, but she's got a lot more to go. Let's see if she can do it. Comes across, pushed up there by Kepke. Coming across, played over by Sample, but the Tigers were there to block it back down. Into the net it goes. Can they dig it out? No. And the point will go to Owensville, and they'll win game one by a score of 25-17. We're going to come back in 2 minutes with game two. It's Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Thanks to our amazing sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Living the Dream Outdoor Properties of Salem, specialize in all types of outdoor properties. Rocking G Western Trading Post. Visit today for superior service and personalized attention. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Welcome back, Salem High School Gym. Quick Tan and More 24-hour tanning is proud to support your Salem Tigers. Remember, they have a stand-up bed as well as 6 tanning beds at 405 North Main. And again, it is 24-hour tanning. Call them at 573-453-8024 for more information. That's Quick Tan and More. And also by Rocket G Western and Trading Post for all your Western apparel, boots, and decor. Drop by and see them on Highway 19 North at 3629 Highway 19 North. Or you can call them 573-247-5000. Locally owned. It's proud to support your Tigers. Rocket G Western and Trading Post. Well, Salem loses the first set of this match by a score of 17-25. Got off to a slow start. Then played pretty much even the rest of the way, but unfortunately that slow start did them in. And we'll see how they fare here in game two. Remember, it's a best of 5. I couldn't hear what Melanie Wisdom was saying. Otherwise, I'd pass it on. Carly Copeland to serve to start out the match. Or this set, I should say, in this second game of the match. Copeland's service for Owensville comes down, dug out nicely by the Tigers, and Copeland sets it there. Taking it across is Vandergrift. The play there by Gallagher across, and putting it right in the net was Green. Aubrey went up, but then hit the ball off the kind of the wrist, and it went straight into the net. 1-0 Owensville. Comes across to Stewart to Howard. Howard gives it across. Nice set there for Walters, and she gets the kill. Wow, that was a nice set. Short, quick, and efficient, and bang. So Allison Walters with the kill. 1-1 our score, point side out. Comes back to Taylor Fulton. He'll go back to serve. Taylor had 4 points in game one, serving. And that one comes across, pushed into the middle by Sample. Dinked across, the Tigers keep it alive. Pushing it high is Howard, and just taking it over to Addison Fulton. Comes to the net, pushing it back across. was Braun, but the Tigers are there. Now to Hahn, pushing it over. Played there by Julius to the net, pushed across by Owensville. That was number 7, that's Sample. Tigers are there, Copeland getting it over to Kepke and pushed over by number 10, Krupp. Tigers get it to the net. Walters had her shot blocked and then pushing it back across, and a new rule this year was Vandergriff. Well, Vandergriff gets the block, not a block kill, it's a block. The ball came back down. She was able to play it. That's the new rule in volleyball this year, and she was able to push it to a vacated spot on the Salem side. Jenna Hoffman will go back to serve. 2 serving 1. That service comes to Stewart. Pushing it to Howard. Short set for Walters. Taking it in. Nice play. Allison read that one well. Saw that gap right in the middle of the floor. Didn't have to overpower it. Just dinked it in for a nice kill. Point side out, Lady Tigers. Allison Walters, a junior. Waiting for everybody to get set. Her service comes down, played to the net by Sample. Pushed there by Hahn, set real quickly by Howard, and a point for the Salem Tigers as Addison Fulton just able to just dink it across. Owensville unable to elevate it. 3 serving 2, Salem on top. Walters next service. This one right down the middle. Nice play there by Julius to keep it alive. Now Stewart to Howard. Now to Green. Playing across the court. Bumped up high in the air. Going to Kepke. Played off the head of Walters. And it'll be a point for Owensville. I think that ball might have been deflected. Went right off of Allison's head. And almost played back by the Tigers on. Point side out. 3 serving 3. Vandergriff back to serve. Game 2 of our best of 5. Owensville won the first one. Stewart to White. Pushing it across to Abriana Hahn. Will play it deep. Pushing it there is Hoffman. All the way across. Trying to just push it over with Sample. But the Tigers are there, and here's Hahn. Playing it back across Sample to Copeland. Now to Kepke as she gets the point. Kepke went right down the sideline. Point for Owensville. 4 serving 3 as Vandergriff goes back to serve. The junior serves it across, dug out, but Tigers can't play it. White went down, tried to dig it out, but it went too close to the scorer's bench. And that'll be an ace for Vandergriff. Five serving 3, game 2. Comes down across again, a little mix up there as Hahn and Stewart both went for the ball. A little lack of communication. Coach Satterley wants Abriana a little closer to the net. 6 serving 3. That service comes across to Green. Bumping it down to Howard, back to Green. Playing cross court, bump to the net. Kept alive by Owensville. And a nice play by Sample, but the Tigers are there. Pushing it back across for Salem is Stewart. Pushed to the net. Playing it to the front is White, and tipping it over is Howard. Played there by Copeland. Up to the front and off the hands of Fulton on the kill by Riley Groove. It's 7-3 Owensville. Vandergriff back to serve. 7 serving 3. That service comes back to White. Push to Howard. Quickly to Fulton at the net. Pushed up high by Sample and dinked over by Copeland. Here's the Tigers' Howard. Setting it up, going for that kill. And getting the kill is Abriana Hahn off the hands of Rachel Kepke. Point side out for Salem here in game 2. Aubrey Green goes back. Audrey with Salem down by 3. Her service played there by Kepke to the net, pushed over, and a violation called on Sample. Actually, they called a violation on Hoffman. So a point for the Lady Tigers. Sample was in a net. I don't think she hit it, but I think Hoffman might have. It comes across, pushing it to the net. Can't take it out. That was Kepke. So the Tigers get the ace by Green. It's 6 serving 7. Green's next service right down the sideline, but out of bounds. Point side out for Owensville. Jolene Braun checks back in, as does Reese Hampton. Hampton usually serves. See if that's what she's going to do, and yes, that's where she's going. Braun to the front line, Hampton to the back line. 8 serving 6, the short serve in the net. Point side out, Lady Tigers. 7 serving 8 here, we're in game 2. Owensville won game 1, 25-17. Salem's JV won earlier tonight in 3 games. Addison Fulton waiting, and she gets the marker. Her service comes across, dug out there by Julius, comes across and bumped over by Hampton. Tigers trying to push it across, a nice block kill by Grube at the net. Salem tried to make it a very quick transition. Unfortunately for Salem, Grube was right on the spot, was able to get the block kill. Point side out to Owensville as Lily Sample goes back to serve. Sample service comes down to Stewart. Comes down across to Green, and then a violation called on Salem for a caught ball. Say Green used her whole hand to push the ball down. Point for Owensville. Lily Sample to serve again. Service comes back, playing it up to the net to Green. A short set, pushed down by Jesse Fulton, but Owensville is there. All the way across, ball off Jesse to Stewart. Now back to Hahn, bumping it deep in the middle of the floor for Julius. Now a quick set, going for that kill, but it's too deep. Jolene Braun put it about a foot too far, and a point side out for the Lady Tigers. Alexis White checks out. Walters back in. On with a serve. Comes right down the hands of Krupp. Coming back across, there's Stewart. To Green, puts it the wrong side. And Tigers can't block it at the net. That ball was put right up into the, basically into the zone for Braun, and she gets the block, or she gets the kill. A little bad set there by the Lady Tigers. Clara Julius with her serve. Comes down. Tigers can't dig it out as Hahn dives for it, but can only push it into the net. That's an ace for the libero. And a timeout called by Coach Sadley. With the score, it's Owensville 12 and the Salem Tigers 8. We'll come back in 30 seconds. Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
And this second game is being brought to you as a courtesy of Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strady, your agent. The small business community should take note. Get the insurance that's going to cover you the best. Get by and see Willie at 1414 West Scenic Groves Boulevard or call Farm Bureau 573-794941. It's 12-8. Owensville on top. They have the ball serving. It's their libero serving it right now, Clara Julius. Her service comes across to Hahn, to Aubrey Green. Now across to Fulton, and she is able to get the point as it got caught up in the net on the attempted block by Clarice Krupp. Point side out, Lady Tigers. Down by 3 here in game 2 after losing game 1. Howard comes in for Jesse Fulton. And she'll go back to serve. Josie Howard. She's a junior. Her service goes right in the net. Point side out for Owensville. Going back to serve will be Carly Copeland. Copeland's service comes to Hahn. Pushed up in the air to Green. Now pushing it down the side, getting the point. Was Green on the set by Howard. I mistakenly spoke there. Howard setting it for Green. She gets the kill. And the point side out for the Lady Tigers. Taylor Fulton goes back to serve. She had a 4-point service in the first game for Salem, who lost by 8. That service, nice serve. Played there up to the net. Pushing it is Vandergriff, and that's partially blocked, but falls in on the Salem side. Didn't really look like Salem was all set when she served that ball. But doesn't matter. She serves it. Lady Tigers need to be a little bit more ready. And they were caught a little flat-footed. Point and side out to Owensville. Jenna Hoffman back to serve. Hoffman's service comes to Stewart. Pushed up to Howard. Setting it there for Fulton. Right in the net it goes. And he put it in the top of the net. Point for Owensville. Salem's got to take advantage of some of those set opportunities. They quite haven't done that yet tonight. Hoffman back to serve again. This one again comes to Stewart. Passing it to Howard, up to Fulton. Playing it deep down the side, but it's out of bounds. Another point for Owensville. 16 serving 10. Hoffman waits. The official gives her instruction. Her service spins right on the line. That ball was spinning toward the Tigers bench, but it fell right on the blue line for an ace. Service by Owensville has been very good here tonight. Hoffman with another serve. And there's a rotation violation called on Owensville. It'll be a point side out. The official on the floor called a rotation violation as Carly Copeland moved too soon. Coach Ridnour is looking like, how could that be? It's too late. The call had been made. Copeland was moving before the serve was hit, and the official called the play dead. Walters back to serve. Hard serve. Nice play by Julius to keep it alive, and bumped over by Sample. The Tigers, Howard setting it to net, and Fulton was elevated too soon, and the ball not pushed high enough. So a little bit of miscommunication here by Salem on some quick sets or high sets. We've seen a couple of falters there. And that's all learning a new system, I guarantee it. Vandergriff with a service. Played there by White. Comes up high to Hahn, and she'll push it deep. Played there by Hoffman to the net. Copeland across to Sample. She gets the kill. (19) serving 11. Maya Vandergriff. Next serve goes right down, dug out nicely by Stewart. Set for Fulton, goes too deep. Lady Tigers right now are one and done. They can't even get a good volley going. And Owensville's taking advantage of it. They lead it by 9, 20 serving 11. Service is deep, played there by White. Going to Howard, now to Hahn. Pushing it down the line, played there. Hoffman setting it for Sample for the kill. Played by White straight up in the air to Howard. Going for Hahn. Partially blocked at the net. Comes back down, tipped down, but played there by Kepke. To Sample, to Kepke. A dink across, kept alive by Addison Fulton. And bumped over deep by Howard. Vandergriff getting it back. Pushed over. Kept alive by Salem for a moment. But they couldn't keep it alive. Green and Addison Fulton had it at the net, but could not elevate it. And Hahn coming back underneath and could do nothing with it. 10-point Owensville lead, 21 serving 11. Here's Howard, back setting it for Green, playing it across the floor. Nice play by Hoffman to keep it alive and pushed over by Vandergriff. Stewart to Howard, setting it for Hahn, trying to dink it across. Owensville is there, playing it back to Kepke. Nice play by White to keep it alive on a nice dig. Playing across the court was Green. Back across to Sample in the middle of the floor. Stewart to Howard to Hahn, going deep. Play there by Vandergriff to Copeland. Now it goes over to Kepke. The dink is in. Dink nicely done by Kepke right on the side. And it's 22-11 and a timeout called on the floor. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Jonas Schaefer at 1104 South Main. Call him for a guide that'll help you with the questions about real estate you never knew. Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance Agent. 22-11, Owensville on top. Back in 30 seconds. It's Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Progressive Ozark Bank is proud to announce a better way to manage your debit card fraud alerts. Instead of a phone call, customers will receive a message on their text-enabled numbers if there is a concern on a debit card transaction. It's fast and easy. Want to find out how you can get fraud text alerts on your phone? Drop by or call Progressive Ozark Bank for more information. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, where people matter.
Living a Dream Outdoor Properties is a great supporter of your Salem Tigers. Call Jenna Deason, 573-247-0521. She's a land specialist in farm or hunting or recreational outdoor properties. Jenna Deason, a proud supporter of Salem Tigers and Living the Dream Outdoor Properties. This is game two. Owensville with an 11-point lead right now, 22-11. Maya Vandergriff serves again. Dug out by Stewart to Howard, setting it for Fulton. Nice play by Hoffman to keep it alive and push across Sample. There's White for Salem. To Howard, setting it for Green. Partially tipped, and it'll fall in off the hand of Copeland, and the Tigers get the point. On the Spot Auto Glass is proud to support your Salem Lady Tigers. Check them out on Facebook or call 573-247-3608. On the Spot Auto Glass, their name is in what they do. Changing out your auto glass on the spot. Tigers sending it in Elson Walters. And Jesse Fulton checks back in. Here's Green with a service. That's an ace. Audrey Green with the ace. That's two aces in this game for Audrey. But Salem down by 9. That might be a good start here. Come on a run. Maya Vandergriff went on a 7-point run for Owensville. That service comes down. Played there by Huffman to the net. Copeland setting it for Sample. Partially blocked. Kept alive by Hahn. To Green, back to Hahn, playing it deep. Played there by Julius in the middle of the floor to Copeland. Now to Sample for the kill. Played there by Walters up in the air and bumped over deep and too deep. But played there by Owensville. Pushed across to Kepke. Dink, there's Fulton to Green. And a bad pass by Green. It goes over the net and on the wrong side of the line. Point side out for Owensville. Audrey tried to set that down the line, but pushed it to the Owensville side, but it landed on the outside of the out-of-bounds line. 23 serving 13 as Reese Hampton goes back to serve. Reese's serve comes down to Stewart. To Green, short set for Fulton. Nice play there, keeping it alive by Owensville. And then a play back across by Sample off the hands of Alexis White. And it's 24-13 Owensville. That was a heck of a play made by Hampton on that kill by Fulton. Hampton will go for the game point. Owensville already leads 1-0. Her service is short and in the net. Point inside out, Lady Tigers. Jet Tire and Auto is proud to support your Lady Tigers. 800 South Park Avenue for all your tire needs. They have them. 800 South Park, 573-729-3650. Remember, Jet Tire and Auto. Let that hometown feel at your next tire store. Served by Addie Fulton. Played there by the Tigers. Back up in the air, and that's 4 hits. Nice save made there by Hoffman. But then the ball hit into the net, came back, did not clear the net. Officials called 4 hits on the Owensville side. Salem with a point. 15 serving 24. That service comes down, bumped across by Braun. She gets it back, plays it way deep and into the stage area. 16-24. This is game 2. Owensville leads it 1-0 and has an 8-point lead here. As Addison Fulton trying to run off a string of points. Her service comes down, played by Braun to Hoffman, and now bumped over by Sample. Played there by White. All the way across to Hahn, and bumped over by Fulton. Played to the net by Julius. The short set going for Sample. She gets the kill and the game winner. And Owensville takes the second game by a 25-16 score. We'll take a 2.5-minute break and come back with game 3. It's Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these great sponsors include Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Fly & W Boutique, the City of Salem, Salem Farm Equipment, VIP Properties, as well as Quick Tan and more. Be sure to thank these sponsors the next time you see them. It's only because of them we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Don't wait any longer for great dental care. Four Rivers Community Health Center specializes in helping individuals and families with Medicaid insurance. Need help applying for Medicaid? We have community health workers and navigators to make the process easy. Even if it's been years since you last visited the dentist, we can help. Our comfortable office, compassionate team, and minimally invasive treatments will help you feel completely at ease. Four Rivers Community Health Center. Your community, your health.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Brian Martin in Salem.
Well, I thank Legends Auto for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers at 500 West City Rivers Boulevard at the corner of MacArthur and Highway 3272. You can call them and make sure your vehicle stays in good shape, especially with the oncoming fall season. 573-729-2884. And Denton County Farm Supply has your feed, fertilizers, mowers, so much more. Locally owned, proud to support your Tigers at 1716 Scenic Rivers Boulevard, Denton County Farm Supply. Ready to start game 3. Start of each match brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance agent Willie Strader. If you need home, life, business insurance, or maybe you just want to make sure that you have the right coverage with an umbrella policy. Get in touch with Willie, 573-729-4941, or go by 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. It was game 3. Owensville leads the match 2-0 out of this best of 5. So the Tigers have got to stop self-destructing. They've made few too many communication errors, but they're still learning. They're still learning a new system by a new coach. I'll tell you that Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center, Dr. Ashley Cunningham is proud to support your Lady Tigers. For your animal health care needs, you got a great vet in Dr. Ashley Cunningham. Call her 573-729-4031. Be it a pet or be it your livestock, or drop by 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. It'll be Taylor Fulton to start things out for the Salem Lady Tigers. Here in game 3, it's 2-0. Owensville, and they get a 1-0 lead on the ball just a little bit too far on a long serve by Taylor. They let it go, and it fell just out of bounds. Carly Copeland to serve. Let's see what the Tigers can do here. Comes to Stewart, pushing it to Howard. Short set to Hahn. Hahn wasn't at the net, had to come and just bump it over. The quick set by Vandergrift was blocked there at the net, pushed over. There's Stewart. To Howard, back set again for Green. She takes it across the court, over to Kepke. Kepke going for the kill, but there's Howard. And then Green falls down and then pushes it toward the Salem student section. Audrey lost her balance and fell backwards, and the pass, she couldn't handle it. 2-0 Owensville. Copeland with a serve, dug out there by the Tigers. Here's Fulton trying to push it down, kept alive, and Vandergrift plays it across and in deep. White couldn't get there. It's 3-0 Owensville. Carly Copeland, another junior for this Owensville team, pushes it in the net. Point side out for Salem. And they'll go back with Addie serving up. Addison Fulton. 1 serving 3. This is game 3. Her service comes down, played by Sample. To Copeland, now to Vandergrift, and she pushes it right in the net. And the Salem Tigers get that point. It's 2 serving 3. Hope you're enjoying the game tonight. We'll be back here on Monday to get the game against Cuba. Comes across on a nice service. Played there by Kepke, and Vandergrift pushes it way too deep. And the Salem Tigers have tied this matchup at 3-3. Want to thank Salem License Office, 1104 South Main Street, for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Remember, for your ID needs, give them a call, 573-729-8305, or go by the Crossroads Shopping Center. Addison Fulton's service hits the Owensville player in the face. That ball blocked there by Hahn, just wide. The ball came up and hit Sample right in the side of the face. Owensville was able to play it, and then Hahn pushing it down on the block kill just missed. The ball fell on the wrong side of the line. Point side out to Owensville. Jenna Hoffman back to serve. This is game 3. Hoffman, who's had success serving, gets it across to Howard and bumped over by Hahn. Deep. Goes back to Julius at the net to Vandergrift, pushing it across. Howard can't handle it. It goes off her hands into the stands, and it's 5-3 Owensville. Salem needs to get on a run here. They keep finding a way to turn that ball back over. Now in the rotation violation again. As again, Carly Copeland was moving too quick. Point side out for the Lady Tigers. Coach Rittenauer, I don't know if she's talking to the girls or the official, but Carly Copeland started moving too soon. The rotation violation called. on Owensville. The point side out to Salem. Going back to serve, Audrey Green. Jesse Fulton checks in for Howard. This is game 3. 4 serving 5. Service right in the net by Green. Tigers just can't get anything going on a consistent basis. That serve in the net turns the ball back over to the service of Maya Vandergriff, who's had very good success in both the previous games. Vandergriff's service comes down deep. That's in by a long shot. Stewart gave up on that one, and it fell in by a good 2.5, 3 feet. So some communication problem there. And it's 7-4 on the ace by Vandergriff. That's her 5th ace in the game, in the match, I should say, today. Vandergriff with another service. That comes back deep, played there by White. Now to Green, across to Fulton. Playing it deep, pushed up there by Hoffman. Across it goes to Sample. She missed it out of bounds. Point side out for the Salem Lady Tigers. 5 serving 7. Hahn will go back to serve. Salem needs a run here. Service right in the net. Back-to-back net serves by Salem. It's 8-5 Owensville. Tigers just have to get some consistency right now to their game. Back to serve will be Reese Hampton. Her service comes down to Stewart. Bump there to Green. And back to Fulton. Plays it across. Julius to the net. They quick set it. Going for that kill to Sample. Nice dig by Hahn. Keeping it alive to Fulton for the kill. She's got it. What a nice play by the Lady Tigers. Hahn dug that out. And the Tigers were able to capitalize. 6 serving 8. As Walters goes back to serve. Some excellent backcourt play by Lady Tigers. They just need to get on a run. Nicely set. Coming back is Sloan, going for the kill. Played there by Hahn to the net. Too close. And it's going to be on the Salem side. Groove was right there, but the Tigers couldn't get it pushed over. Point side out to Owensville. Owensville won game 1, 25-17. Game 2, 25-16. They lead this one 9-6. As Sample goes back to serve. Her service comes to Stewart. Pushes it straight in the air to Green and now to Fulton. Playing it down the line. Sample going across the floor. Putting up high in the air was Krupp. The Tigers will play it deep. That's in. Across the court. Kill by Fulton all the way to back line. She drilled it. Got it to go down. Point for the Lady Tigers. Drew Howard, little girl, will come back and she will serve. Josie, now a junior, hard to believe. She serves it at the top of the net. Again, it's back-to-back net serves by Josie Howard. 10-7, Owensville on top, but Salem has 4 net serves in this 3rd game. Clara Julius to serve. Comes over to Stewart at the net. Howard, short set, pushing it down. And in is Addie Fulton. Just a little dink. She jumped quick and then pushed the ball on a dink. Gets the kill. 8 serving 10. Taylor Fulton back to serve. Salem's had 1 lead in all 3 games, and that was 3-2. Comes up to the net. No good. Clara Julius tried to pass that to the net on a serve. That's an ace. And the Tigers are down by 1. This is game 3. Taylor Fulton, another one of the Tigers seniors. Her service, that's hard hit. Back it comes to Julius, who bumps it across. Now to Sample, trying to dink it over. Kept alive by Stewart. Pushed back and bumped over by Green. Sample to the net. The quick set going there and pushing it down and in is Braun for the kill. 9 with Owensville on top, and the side out goes to them. Carly Copeland back to serve. Kepke, Sample, and Vandergriff on the front line. A quick set for Fulton. That's going to be a kill. And he got all of that one off the arms of number 7, Lily Sample. Point side out, Lady Tigers. 10 serving 11, game 3. Addie Fulton ready. Her service, it's hard serve. Played there. At the net, bumped over by Vandergriff. There's Addie Fulton. To Howard, setting it for Green for the kill. Cross court, just too far. Just too far. Good idea by Green. She went all the way across the court, but missed by about a foot. Point side out for Owensville. It'll be Jenna Hoffman back to serve. She's had a real good night serving. Unofficially, I have her for 16 points. 12 serving 10. Comes to Stewart. Getting it to Howard. Now to Green for that kill. Played there by Julius to the net. Pushing it back, going for the kill, but missing it was Kepke. Point for the Lady Tigers inside out. We got a 1-point game. It'll be Audrey Green back to serve. Jesse Fulton checks back in. Be Fulton, Hahn, and Walters at the net. 11 serving 12. That service, it's a nice one. Dug out by Julius, pushed over by Kepke, but the Tigers keep it alive. Here comes Fulton, partially blocked down, but the Tigers keep it alive by Hahn over, across deep. Played there by Fulton. Comes to the middle of the floor, tipping it over Sample. Let's push back. Get it to Kepke. She tries to dink it in. Pushed up high in the air by Hahn. Across it goes deep. Playing it there, Julius on the try and kill by Green. Now pushed over and in by Sample. Good defense by Owensville. That was a good volley by both teams, but Owensville with a little bit better defense. We're able to get a much better grip on that ball, and they get the kill on the play by Sample. (13 serving 11). Vandergriff back to serve. She also has had a very good night. 12 points serving. Vandergriff service comes to White, getting it in the middle of the Green. Going for the kill there was Jesse Fulton, but kept there alive by Owensville. Pushed across, dug out, pushed back over by Sample. Now to push to Copeland, back to Sample, partially blocked, and then the play by Green comes up and trying to push it over. Tigers got a little confused as Addison Stewart and Alexis White both tried to play the ball over. The timeout called by Coach Satterley. A timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Jonas Schaefer, 729-5165. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. 14-11 Owensville. It's Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
I'd like to thank Technology Junkyard for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Out on Highway 72 North, open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. And you can call to get more information about what they actually do. 573-453-0418. Talk with Chris for repair service for TVs, computers, or recycling or repurpose service. Technology Junkyard. 14-11, Owensville with the lead. The service by Vandergriff. It hits Stewart up in the shoulder, and that'll be another ace. Vandergriff with now 14 points. Hoffman with 17. Vandergriff with 14. Now another serve is going to be an ace. She has back-to-back aces, and it's 16-11 in Owensville. Vandergrift for their next service. Comes down, Stewart pushes it up. There's Green. Across to Jesse Fulton. Playing across court, Vandergrift to the corner to Sample, and pushing it over was Group. Up to the net. Green, short set. Pushing it down and in is Walters. Nicely done by the Lady Tigers at the net. That's why when you see that, you see the flashes of what could be. There happens to be some kind of bug in the net. The official just crushed it and now picks it up and takes it over and throws it away at the scorer's bench. So some kind of bug was on the net. The official went over and promptly knocked it down and killed it. We're going to continue playing volleyball. Abriana Hahn back to serve. That serve is a short one off the net, tipped up high. Comes back across for Sample, blocked there. And a point for the Salem Tigers as Sample goes in the net. Point for Salem, 13 serving 16 as Hahn goes back to serve. Hope you're enjoying the contest on KSMO Media. We'll be in Houston tomorrow night for Salem Tiger football, SCA football. 7 o'clock game time, 6:35 with Tiger Talk and Coach Neil Meyer. Salem caught for a rotation violation. Coach Satterley is she's not questioning, she's asking for clarification, and the officials pointing it out to her. So the point goes over to Owensville. Back to serve will go Reese Hampton. 17 serving 13. Ball tipped from Taylor Fulton, goes right to the net, and the block kill for number 20, Riley Group. That was pretty easy. Reese with another one, comes down, bumped there by Stewart. Cross to Green, and now Jesse gets the kill. Jesse Fulton, flat-footed, gets the kill, coming across, going right in the middle of the floor. Point side out for Salem Lady Tigers. I don't think Owensville was expecting that hit. Allison Walters back to serve. That service comes down off the arms and played there by Sample. Across it goes. Hahn to Green. Putting up high and pushing it deep is Fulton. Playing it across. Going for the kill. Sample. She gets it off the hands of Green. 19-14. Owensville on top. Lily Sample back to serve. Sample service comes down, played there by Fulton. Over to Stewart, to Hahn, bumping it across. There's Julius to the net. Kepke to the middle of the floor on the attempt by Group to put it down, was kicked back by Fulton. There's Green to Stewart, to Jesse Fulton for the kill. She's got it. Coming off that side. Braun is usually over there, but this time she got stuck in the middle, and it was a wide open lane for the kill, and Jesse took advantage of it. Howard in to serve. Comes across and played by Julius to the middle of the floor. To Krupp. Play at the net. Tipped back by Owensville. Kept alive by Hoffman, and then Tigers keep it alive. Here's Howard. Across to Fulton. Off the hands of Hampton and out of bounds. The point for the Lady Tigers. As Josie Howard goes back to serve. Salem down by 3. 16 serving 19. Howard's service comes across almost an ace. Kept alive and pushed into the net, though, by Sample. That's a good job by Julius to go down and get that ball, but Owensville couldn't return it. It's 17 serving 19. Salem trailing here in game 3. They're down 2-0. Josie Howard. Waiting for the official, gives it a sign. Service goes right down to Sample. Get it across, going for the kill, blocked down, and into the net. As Addison Fulton went up, blocked it back right in the face of Braun. 18 serving 19. A timeout called by Coach Ridnour. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Jonah Schaefer at the Crossroads Shopping Center. We'll come back in 30 seconds. 19-18 Owensville. Tiger Volleyball, KSMO Media.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
$18 serving 19. It's game 3. Salem trying to get back into this match. They trail it 2-0. We're down in this game by 6 points, and they've back to within 1. Howard's service comes down, played by Sample to the net. Back set for Braun, and that's going to go down. On the Salem side, the attempted double block didn't work. Ball kind of ricocheted between the two girls, and it's a point side out for Owensville. Clara Julius back to serve. Julius' service comes down, played there by Green to the net. Set their short set. Nice play by Fulton, but kept alive and bumped over by Hampton. Howard sets it again for Fulton. Dink down. Played there, kept alive by Braun, and pushed back over by Owensville. The quick set coming to Fulton, playing it deep down the sideline. It's in. Diving effort by Julius, couldn't save it. Point for the Lady Tigers. They're back to within 1, and the side out goes to Salem. Ava Schulte checking in for the first time in the game for Owensville. Taylor Fulton service off the net. It's an ace. That ball deflected off the net, then right off the hands of Clarice Krupp. And Krupp could do nothing with that one once it hit the top of that net. That ball changed directions, and there's no way you're going to handle that. Nice serve and another ace for Taylor Fulton. She's got 3 of them in the match today. Another softer serve. Played to the net by Julia. Set to the net. Partially blocked by Salem. Kept alive. Howard putting in the middle of the floor to Green. Playing it deep. Pushed there by Sample. To the net to Schulte. Tigers, nice play to dig that one out. Keep it alive. Hahn down the sideline. Kept alive by Schulte. Pushed back across by Krupp. But the Tigers have it. There's Fulton for the kill. And off the ceiling, kept alive though by Owensville and bumped over. Here's Fulton. Getting it to Howard. Down to Green. Down the sideline. It's in. Salem takes a 1-point lead. That was a very good volley on both sides. Nice play by Owensville. Play that one off the ceiling. Taylor Fulton with another service. Comes down. Played there by Sample. They play it to the net for Vandergriff. She can't do it. It was on the wrong side. Trying to hit it with her right hand, but it was beyond her. And she played it with her left. And the Salem Tigers get an ace. And they have a 2-point lead. This is game 3 of the best of 5. Taylor Fulton. Her service into the net. Point side out for Owensville. 1-point game. Salem needs to win to keep the match going. They trail it 2-0. Claire Copeland back to serve. 21 serving 22. The service comes down. Abriana Hahn to Howard. Short set for Fulton. And that ball falls in off the hands of Vandergrift. It trickled off her fingertips and falls to the floor. And the Lady Tigers get the point and the side out. Addie Fulton back to serve. 23 serving 21. That service is deep. Off the hands of Sample. Kept alive by Julius and bumped over by Vandergrift. White to Howard. To the net to Walters. Tips it down but kept alive by Owensville. Now pushed back over as Vandergrift went for the dink. Julius in the air. And a block kill by Walters at the net on the attempted pushover by Clarice Krupp. And it's game point for the Lady Tigers. Timeout called by Coach Ridnour. Salem 24, Dutch Girls 21. We're going to come back in 30 seconds. Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Don't forget, we'll be in Houston tomorrow night for Salem Tiger football. Take on the Houston Tigers in SCA play. About 6:35 with Tiger Talk, Coach Neil Myers. And play-by-play at 7 o'clock from Houston tomorrow. This is game 3 of the best of 5. Owensville won the first game, 25-17. They won the second, 25-16. Salem has a 24-21 lead here in game 3. Addison Fulton with game point. That timeout, by the way, brought to you by Jonas Schaefer of American Family Insurance at the Crossroads Shopping Center. Addie Fulton's service into the net. Point side out for the Lady Dutch Girls. 22 serving 24. Hoffman will come in. I mentioned Jenna has had a good serving day. 22 serving 24. Salem trying to extend this match out. Hoffman with a serve. Comes down to White. Now come across and bumped over by Green. Played there by Julius. Up high in the air. Goes and Vandergrift will bump it deep, but that's too deep. And the Salem Tigers will win game 3 by a 25-22 score. And we'll play a game 4 when we return in 2.5 minutes. It's Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Town and Country Bank, one of America's best regional banks in 2025 as ranked by Newsweek. United Country Salem Realty, Hubs Tire Center, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Looking Glass Salon, and the Technology Junkyard. Thanks to these sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
So Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance.
Welcome back, Salem High School Gym. It's game 4 of the best of 5. Salem Tigers won game 3, 25-22 in a good comeback form. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going here in game 4. Do want to tell you the SACPA fundraiser will be September 26th at 6 o'clock at the Salem Bowling Center. It is their bowling night with only 15 team spots available. It's $200 per team, and it's up to 6 players. To get more information or to register, go by the ONCRC or the Salem Chamber office, our Salem Chamber office, to find out more. SACPA fundraiser, 6 o'clock on September 26th. You definitely want to be a part of it. A bad pass on the first serve gives Owensville an easy block kill by Maya Vandergriff. She didn't have to hardly move, just hit it straight down. Carly Copeland, a servant, comes to Stewart. Now to Howard, setting it up there for Fulton. Taylor Fulton comes across and playing it deep and in was Kepke. 2-0 Owensville. Large student contingent. Nice crowd on hand for the start of this matchup. It has thinned out here as the night has gone on. Copeland's serve goes in the net. Point side out for the Salem Lady Tigers. And they'll send back Taylor Fulton. Taylor and Addie Fulton really got it going with some good serves in game 3 as the Tigers had to come back from a 6-point deficit. Fulton's service is deep, played there by Julius to the net. Copeland bumps it up. And going for the kill down the sideline was Kepke. The Tigers keep it alive to Hahn, trying to dink it in. Copeland up high to Julius, bumping it across, and flat-footed was number 10, Clarice Krupp. She puts it in the net, and we're tied at 2. Krupp, who wears number 10, was flat-footed and got nothing behind that ball, put it right in the net. Taylor Fulton's next service comes back to Julius. To the net to Copeland to Maya Vandergriff. And that is a point for Owensville as it went off the hand of the attempted block, I think, by Adrienne Hahn. 2 Lady Tigers went up. Just not sure which one it did hit. Point side out to Owensville. 3 serving 2. Jenna Hoffman back to serve again. Hoffman's service comes back. White digs it out to Howard. Now to Fulton. It's a little deep. Just a little deep. Good idea going that back corner. Just a little strong. And it's 4-2 Owensville. Well set up, though, by the Lady Tigers. Hoffman's next service comes down to Stewart. To White. Bumping it high in the air to Hahn. Abriana down the line to Julius. In the middle to Ford to Copeland, across to Sample. Knocked out of bounds by Green. It'll be another point for Owensville. Audrey got over there to block it, but it went off the side of her hand and towards the scorer's bench. 5 serving 2. Again, Hoffman has now scored 21 points in just over 3 games, and that's an ace, make it 22. 6-2 Owensville. That spinning serve just looked like it took a dive and went over the net. Just like a big slider in baseball, just kind of went down and out. Hoffman's next service comes down, played into the stands. by Stewart. Again, another ace. Back-to-back aces by Huffman. Seven serving two. Owensville on top. Huffman's next service comes down. Dug out there by Stewart, and Hahn will push it over. Played there by Copeland, back to Julius. Across it goes to Sample. Played by White on the Salem side. Pushing it across is Adriana. She dives towards Hoffman to keep it alive. Comes down to Vandergriff. Pushed to the net. Wears a little baby hook by Fulton. Did not go. Now Sample pushes it over for Owensville. But the Tigers are there. They send it for Addie Fulton. She gets the kill. Howard with a nice set after a good save made on a dig by the Lady Tigers, Addison Stewart. Stewart's played well tonight as the libero. She's going to take a little break. Walters checks in as Fulton serves it. Played back by Kepke and pushed over by Hoffman. Here's Howard. Back to Green, and Green puts it right in the net or is blocked down. Kept alive, pushed over, and Hahn can't get it down. Pushing it back is Kepke, and it falls on the Salem side. Partially blocked again by Hahn and possibly Walters, but ball stayed on the Salem side. Point side out to Owensville. It's 8 serving 3 as Maya Vandergriff goes back to serve. Playing it is Stewart. Cross to Howard, now to Green. Down the line, Vandergriff passing it to Copeland, now to Kepke, and she gets the kill. Kepke getting it off the hand of Alexis White down the sideline, and Coach Satterley wants a timeout. With a 9-3 Owensville, Coach Satterley wants to burn a 30-second timeout, brought to you by your friends at American Family Insurance at the Crossroads Shopping Center. For all your insurance needs, see Jonah at 1104 South Main or call 729-5165. Back in 30 seconds, Tiger Volleyball, KSMO Media.
It's only because of our incredible sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. A couple of those sponsors include Discount Bins in Salem. Discount Bins has truckloads of new merchandise each week, and the prices drop every day until they're gone. Jet Tire and Auto, Salem's only licensed Lucas Oil Service Center. Drive in today at 800 South Park Avenue right here in Salem. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Welcome back, Salem High School Gym. Game 4 start brought to you as a courtesy of Willie Strader and Farm Bureau Insurance. Don't forget, when you finally purchase your first home, make sure you have the right coverage. Get in touch with Willie. He'll make sure you have the coverage that you need. 573-729-4941. A job by 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Maya Vandergriff with a 9-3 lead. Her service comes down to White. I don't know if she lost it or not, but she didn't react to it to the last second. That's an ace. Looks like Alexis lost that in the light or something. And Vandergriff with an ace. She also has had a good night. She now has 19 points. Here's Stewart. Getting into Howard and trying to push it in the middle is Green. Quick set at the net, but there's Howard to dig it out. Green across to Hahn. Abriana playing a deep tip. Kept alive by Vandergriff and burnt over by Copeland. There's Stewart for Salem. To Howard. And then Walters buries it in the net as Owensville will get their point. (11-3) Owensville here in game 4. Next service is short. It's going to go over the net and in. Oh, man. Vandergriff gets an ace. That ball is deflected right as the Lady Tiger player came up to dive and make the play. And it was just deflected off the net enough that it fell in harmlessly to the floor for an ace. 12 serving 13. Here's Stewart diving to keep that one alive and bumping it over is Walters. Kept alive by Hoffman. Going across the Sample. Blocked up in the air by the Tigers. Comes back in the middle. Copeland back sending it for Kepke, and she gets the kill. Good movement along the front of the net by Owensville. Salem can't keep up as Kepke came off the left or right wing and was able to dink that off the Salem arm for a 13-3 lead. Here's White to Howard, setting it for On. Partially blocked at the net, comes to Hoffman. Coleman across the Sample, blocked back down by the Tigers. Kept alive and pushed over and dinked down, but the Tigers are there for that one. Walters, they get it to Hahn now, partially blocked, comes to Hoffman. Copeland, quick set for Braun, but the Tigers are there. Kept alive to the net and battled for it, a Salem Tiger point. Riley Group at the net just couldn't handle that one as Hahn was right in her face. It falls on the Owensville side, and a point side out for the Salem Lady Tigers. 7-point run for Owensville that last service. Lady Tigers got to come back. Green with her first serve. Comes down, dug out by Julius, kept alive by Copeland to Sample, and it goes off of Salem out of bounds, and it'll be a point for Owensville and side out as well. Back in comes Braun, and also comes Hampton. Braun, Group, and Kepke on the front line. Hampton with a serve. It's an ace. Nobody moved. Lady Tigers were in just absolute standstill motion, and Coach Satterley not happy with that. Calls timeout. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Jonah Schaefer. It's 15-4. Owensville will come back in 30 seconds. Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem was founded in 1883 on the principles of local ownership, a commitment to the people of our community, local decisions, and a conservative approach to banking. As one of the oldest locally owned banks in the Ozarks, we've had the privilege to serve generations of local families. We pride ourselves on dedication to our customers and the people of Dent County, and we take pride in being an important part of it for years to come. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'd like to thank all our great sponsors that make it possible for us to bring you Tiger Volleyball and football and other activities in town. Without them, we couldn't do this. So remember to thank them when you hear their name or see their ad on the stream. To please thank those sponsors for making it possible for us to bring you Lady Tiger Volleyball, football, parades, etc. Here's Hampton with a short serve. Comes down and a bad pass by Green. Walters gave it over to Green, and she tried to cross it over to Jesse Fulton, but the pass was low and pretty much into the net. 16 serving 4. Long high serve brought down by White to Green, setting it high for Fulton, and she goes too hard. She sailed it over the line by a good 4 or 5 feet. Got a lot behind that one. But Jesse smoked it past the end line. Salem came back to get a Game 3 win, 25-22. But all that momentum has kind of been sucked out of the Lady Tigers. This service comes down, brought across the top of the net, off the top of the net, pushed over by the Tigers. Stewart comes back across, pushed there by Stewart up in the air to Green. Green setting it there for Hahn, trying to go deep, and that one's too far. They're trying to say a tip of the net. Both officials say no. 18-4 Owensville. Hampton right now on a 6-point run. Here's Stewart to Green. Setting it there, pushing it over is Walters. To the net, the quick set for Sample. There's Alexis White with a nice save as she digs that one out over to Jesse Fulton, who pushes it over. Quick set and a nice play by Stewart on the attempted kill by Grube. Tigers keep it alive. Pushing it back over was Grube, backhanded to get the kill. Ball was tipped up in the air and Grube backhanded it over the net, and it went in the gap between the defenders on the Salem side. 7 straight points for Hampton. 19-4. Soft serve. Push back over. And that's just a gimme as Jesse Fulton laid it up there for Braun, and she got an easy block kill. It's 20-4. 8 straight points for Hampton. Her next service comes down. Played by White, straight in the air. Green for Jesse Fulton. Dug out nicely by Hoffman. And then Owensville bumped into each other as Kepke ran into Braun. Or I should say Hampton ran into Braun, excuse me. Point side out to Salem, but they trail it by 15, 20-5. Hahn goes back to serve. Her service comes, tipped up in the air, played back, over to Hampton, pushes it deep, and off the beam it goes, kept alive by Stewart, and dumped over by Taylor Fulton. Kept alive, Hampton across the sample, but Fulton is there, getting it in the air over to Green. She set it up, but there's Owensville on that side, and that one goes right by the Lady Tigers too hard on the blast by Braun. Point for Salem at 6, serving 20. Abriana Hahn back to serve. The senior puts it down the line, played there by Braun up in the air, over to Hoffman, and bumped over by Sample. Tigers run into each other as it comes back. There's Fulton trying to take it across, but kept alive and put down to Group, but it's block kill by Walters. Group had to reach for that just a little, and Allison Walters really got a nice position and was able to get a good block kill for another point for Salem. 7 serving 20. Hahn's next service comes down to Braun. In the middle to Hampton, back to Braun for the kill. Played there by Stewart. Goes off of the light standard. The push back across by Taylor Fulton. Comes across to Sample. She gets the kill for Owensville. Sample coming off that left wing. She's been doing that all night. She's a junior. She'll be back next year. Matter of fact, she'll go back to serve. 21 serving 7. Point. Ball off the hands of Stewart, and it's another ace for Owensville here in game 4. Well, the crowd got really excited in game 3 when Salem came back. But they have not played as tight a game here in game 4, and Owensville's made them pay. Pass comes across, blocked back by Owensville. Getting it set again for Fulton. She dinks it in, but it's played back across. It goes out of bounds. Point side out to the Salem Lady Tigers. Salem has to go on a long run here. Service by Walters. Pushed back and just pushed over there by Owensville's Krupp. They keep it alive. They set it for Krupp again, and Krupp can't get it over. Krupp trying to come off that left wing like Sample. Never got it over the net. 9 serving 22. Allison Walters, another serve. Back to Sample, plays it high in the air, pushing it up to Hampton and pushing it across and out of bounds was Braun. Point for the Lady Tigers, it's 10 serving 22. Salem does not have a lot of points to give away here. Walters service, nice serve, played by Julius. Playing across to Krupp, playing across the net to Green. And then Fulton down the line hits the antenna. That'll be a point for Owensville. Had the right idea going down the sideline, but unfortunately nicked the antenna. That's a point for Owensville side out. 23 serving 10. Clara Julius back to serve. Comes to Hahn. Now to Green. Up high goes to Fulton. And it's block kill at the net by Vandergriff. Fulton pushed it to the net. That's Taylor Fulton, that is. I'm sorry, Jesse Fulton. But Vandergriff was waiting right there and just tipped it back. The ball just trickled back over the net for the point. Now it's match point. 24 serving 10. Julia's serve comes across onto the net to Green. Green's bad pass comes across and they put it in, and that's it. Salem Tigers fall to Owensville. It took 4 games as they lose the best of 5, 3 games to 1. As Owensville wins first game, 25-17, 25-16 in game 2. Salem wins game 3, 25-22. But Owensville pretty well dominated game 4, 25-10 to win the match. They go to 3-3 on the year. Salem drops to 1-3 on the season. We'll come back with some stats from this one when we return in 3 minutes. It's Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and ThinkTime make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They are so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Well, welcome back to the Salem High School Gymnasium. Salem Tigers and the Owensville Dutch Girls matched up tonight, and it was the Dutch Girls coming out on top 3 games to 1 in this best-of-5 matchup. Earlier in the night, the JV of Salem did win their matchup in 2 games to 1, and the freshmen lost in their only one contest tonight, 25-12. So a little credit. Salem Lady Tigers did have a nice comeback in Game 3, but lost all that momentum going into Game 4, and it just didn't look good by the end of it as the Lady Tigers maybe ran out of gas. I'm not quite sure what happened, but they just didn't have a lot of life and energy left on the floor by the time it got to about 20-5 at one point in that 4th game. And Owensville wrapped it up with a 25-10 win, and they take this series, or they take the match, and continue their winning ways in this series. They've really done a good job winning 4 of the last 5 against the Salem Lady Tigers. Some of the stats being brought to you as a courtesy, United Country Salem Realty. Don't forget Babette Wells, your broker owner, and she's more than happy to assist you in helping you find the right property for your needs. 573-729-3148. Talk with her, any of their great staff, at your friends at United Country Salem Realty, 605 South Main Street, right here in Salem. Well, it was really, when we look back at this match, it was just a matter of some very good serving by Owensville. I mean, they really had a few girls that absolutely dominated with the services. Jenna Hoffman finished with 29 points, had 5 aces. Also, Maya Vandergriff finished with 19 points. She had 3 aces. And then it was really in the fourth game, Reese Hampton, she really did an amazing job, concerning 8 straight points. She ended up finishing with 20 points on the night, and it was really pretty impressive, the amount of serves that she was getting in and the type of serves. She was alternating from hard, soft, short, deep, really mixed it up, and that messed up the Salem Tigers defense. They were really unable to really put together I would say any kind of comeback in that game 4, and largely due to the good service by Hampton as well as Hoffman and Vandergriff. They all 3 had multiple points in that fourth game. But the Salem Tigers did have a great comeback in that third game. Addison Fulton had 3 kills in that one. Jesse Fulton had 2, and a couple of key block kills by Audrey Green and Taylor Fulton were very key in that, as well as Allison Walters. Walters finished with 7 kills on the night. Leading kill was Addison Fulton with 8. 5 kills for Taylor Fulton, 4 for Jesse Fulton, 4 for Adriana Hahn as well for the Salem Lady Tigers. Did have one pretty good series where Drew Howard had 5 straight points for the Salem Lady Tigers on services. And that was very, very key in game 3 as well, as the Tigers came back from a 6-point deficit to win that one 25-22. You see a lot of promise in there, but somewhere in that fourth game, something happened where Salem lost a couple balls, like they didn't see him at all. One, Alexis White almost got hit right in the head, and then another one just came over the net, and nobody on the Salem Tigers moved. So I have no idea what happened there and have no reason to think that they lost in the lights. There's really just LED lights here now in the Salem gym, so it wasn't that high a ball or get up in the lights, so don't really know what happened, but it sure looked like the Tigers got confused or really couldn't even see the ball. It just was a very unusual way that the Tigers defended on those serves. And like I said, I'm not quite sure what happened. I'm sure there is an answer, but I just don't know what it could be. That looked just a little bit unusual in the contest, as the Tigers lose it tonight to Owensville in 4 games and fall to 1-3 on the season. They will be in the West Plains Showdown on Saturday, so they're going to get right back to action, and then they're going to come back next week with 3 home games, and we'll start things out with Cuba on Monday night. We'll follow that up on Tuesday night. We'll be back here for all those games with Potosi. And then Ava, the first SCA game for Salem, will be next Thursday on the 18th. And we'll be here to bring that one to you as well on KSMO Media. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll come back and wrap it up for the high school gymnasium. Salem loses it 3-1 to Owensville. Back in a minute. It's Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Thanks to our amazing sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Living the Dream Outdoor Properties of Salem, specialize in all types of outdoor properties. Rocking G Western Trading Post, visit today for superior service and personalized attention. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Well, don't forget to join us right here at KSMO for Salem High School football. That'll be tomorrow night from Houston. We'll be there to take on the Tigers in our first SCA contest of the year. 6:35 with Tiger Talk coach Neil Myers. 7 o'clock game time. We'll be there to bring it to you here on KSMO Media, AM 1340, FM 95.7. And we'll also be bringing it to you on KSMO Stream Media. That's KSMORadio.com, our Twitch account, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. Do want to pass on the Missouri Tiger football game that was scheduled to start at 3 o'clock Saturday has been moved up to noon due to the heat. So they're moving that Salem Tiger football game with South Carolina. I believe it's South Carolina. I might be wrong on that one. But anyway, they're going to move that game on Saturday from 3 in the afternoon up to noontime. So if you have tickets for that game, it's going to start 3 hours earlier, so don't be late. We'll have that contest here on KSMO, and they'll have Cardinal baseball as they'll be in Milwaukee to take on the Brewers, as they virtually, pretty well after the 3 losses in Seattle, are all but out of the playoff race. They still have a mathematical chance, but they are almost 5 games out with only 13 left. That's not many to go. So anyway, nonetheless, we'll still continue to follow those Tigers and Cardinals right here on KSMO as we do all the time. We appreciate you joining us. And we do want to tell you that St. Louis Blues hockey is right around the corner as well. Not too far from that. It's a crazy time. Trust me. We want to thank everybody for joining us for Salem Tiger Volleyball on KSMO. Thanks to United Country Salem Realty. They sponsor our exit to volleyball, and they want you to know if you want to save time and money finding real estate, get in touch with them at 573-729-3148 or stop by 605 South Main Street. Babette Wells is your broker owner. For Kenny back at the station, for Ben flipping the dials on the video side, my name is Stan Stevens. Proud to be able to bring you Tiger Volleyball on KSMO. See if Salem come back and get a much better job done on Monday night against the Cuba Lady Wildcats. And again, we'll be here to bring it to you Monday, our next volleyball game right here on KSMO. And that one will be probably starting, I think, at about 6:30 or so. I'm thinking that's just JV and varsity on that one. I'm not sure there's a freshman game. I don't think there is. So anyway, we'll be here to bring it to you Monday on KSMO. We'll be streaming that only due to Cardinal baseball on the AM and FM side. So that will be a stream-only contest on Monday on KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. Again, for all those joining us, thank you for being with us here on KSMO Radio, AM 1340 and FM 95.7, or video streaming with us. We hope you have a great weekend, and good night from the high school gymnasium.
Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game wouldn't be possible without these incredible sponsors: Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa, Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Taxmasters, Town and Country Insurance, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, United Country Salem Realty, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, American Family Insurance, Hubs Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Cardi, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Shelter Insurance, Jet Tire and Auto, The Technology Junkyard, Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Prevention Consultants of Missouri, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Discount Bins, Flyin' W Boutique, Healthy Dent County, the City of Salem, VIP Properties, Salem Farm Equipment, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Quick Tan and more, Four Rivers Community Health Center and Rocking G Western Trading Post. Thank you for watching tonight's game of Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball, right here on KSMO Media.